Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's ball game between the Sumner Spartans and your South Kitsap Wolves. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, please be a good fan. Let the players play, the coaches coach, and the officials officiate. The SPSL emphasizes sportsmanship through its sportsmanship code. That code is: show pride, class, spirit, and respect. Display modesty in victory and graciousness in defeat. Enjoy the game and promote good sportsmanship. There is zero tolerance for targeted behavior. Individuals who do so will be removed from the event. Please keep cheers and chants positive and supportive of all participating. And now the lineups for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Sumner Spartans. Lineup for the Sumner Spartans, here we go. Number 3, Kessa Noor. Number 4, Kavehi Borden. Number 5, Zoe Reed. Number 10, Olivia Collins. And number 12, Madison Hughes. Head coach for the Spartans, Katie Hippa. And now the starting lineup for your South Kitsap Wolves. Number 3, Peyton Evans. Number 4, Misha Chamberlain. Number 10, Sylvie Allen. Number 30, Grace Anderson. And number 32, Camille Citizen. Head coach for the Wolves, Nicole Fisher. Our officials from tonight's game, a referee is Cheryl Ondrak. Your umpires will be Robert Ashley and Cliff Adams. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us as the South Kitsap Band, under the direction of Mr. Grams, senior drum majors Kai Zhang and Annika Ross, and junior drum major Alara Medina, play our national anthem. Let's play basketball.
Welcome everyone to South Kitsap High School for an exciting evening of basketball between the South Kitsap Wolves and the visiting Sumner Spartans.
Tonight's game is coming to you live on YouTube, and remember, you never have to pay for an SKHS Video Production broadcast. I'm Zach Anderson, and joining me in the booth is Mateo Pereira. Tonight looks like a great night for some good basketball. So Mateo, what type of game can we expect?
Tonight's definitely be one of the tougher games of the season. Sumner is a pretty big powerhouse throughout the whole season, so our girls are going to have to work really hard tonight. However, they are coming off a big win against Curtis last week, so hopefully the momentum can continue and we can add another win to the books.
And the Spartans are 16-3 overall, so it's going to be a very uphill battle for the Wolves. But off of that win last week, hopefully they can keep that momentum going and get a good win tonight.
I agree, Zach. Let's get straight into this game of basketball.
And Borden takes the tip off for the Spartans. They start off with the first possession. Number 3 has it, passes it to Borden in the corner. She puts it up for 3. First shot's no good. Spartans keep the rebound. Borden has it again, taking her time. Borden driving in the paint, pass it up. And the shot is good from 2.
Good movement there. I almost added. Kind of looked like a travel there. I don't know who it was. I think it was number 5 there. But here's Peyton Evans taking it quick. She shoots it for 3, just a little short. Good hustle play there by Grace Anderson. She picks up the board and throws it off for her defender.
Yeah, great quick thinking right there to keep that possession.
Here's Sylvia Allen finds Peyton. Tries to put up the shot but gets fouled. She'll be at the line for 2. And her first just bounces out. Second one, just a little short. She grabs one rebound, puts up another shot, won't fall. Here's Citizen with the rebound. She puts up a high one and it drops right in.
And Borden inbounds it quickly for the Spartans. They're going to be driving, not wasting any time at all. Nor has it, calls for a screen. Hands it off to Reed. Now back to Borden. Hughes passes it back to Noor. She puts it up for 3. Shot won't go. The Wolves get the rebound.
Here's Misha Chamberlain. She tries to drive. She gets stopped. She passes it up to Camille Citizen. She brings it to the corner. They're just moving around the arc, seeing what they can find.
Great defense by the Spartans, giving the Wolves no room to breathe right now.
Here's Peyton for 3. Oh, almost bounced in, just a little unlucky.
Hughes takes the rebound for the Spartans. Borden driving towards the paint. She puts it up from the elbow, just off the mark.
Sylvia Allen with the rebound.
And May subs in for Collins for the Spartans.
Here's Evans trying to break through the full court press. Passes it off to Misha. She drives, doesn't put up the shot. They reset. Here's Citizen, pull-up jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, but Sumner will
Borden
get
takes it for the Spartans. Collins driving, puts it up for 2, but the shot's blocked by the Wolves.
That was a big block there, really sets the momentum. You can hear the crowd roar. They need to slow down here and just calm down, though. And that's what they'll do. Here's Sylvia Allen. They move it around the arc. Grace tries to set the screen. Little confusion there. Don't think the cut was there.
Hughes takes it up, passes it over to Collins. She drives, looks to a wide open Spartan. She puts it up from 3, and it's good.
That was a great little misdirection there, and then to the open 3. That was a good play. Misha takes it to the corner. She gets double teamed. Loses her footing, and the refs will blow the whistle for a travel.
Spartans have been all over the Wolves right now. There's no room for the Wolves right now.
You can clearly see why they've been such a threat in the league.
Absolutely. Collins with the ball in the corner. She puts up a contested 3 just off the mark. Spartans get the rebound and put up a tough shot that won't go.
There's Grace Anderson with the rebound again. Peyton finds Misha in the wing. She's trying to break through her defender. Looks like the referee will call carry. Unfortunate there, but I don't doubt that they can get it right back.
Wolves take a smart timeout here. The thing about the Spartans pressing so much on the defense is it's not giving the Wolves any room to think, so they're making those small mistakes, the travels, the carries, out of bounds, this and that, bad passes, because that's what a full court press can do.
Yeah, their intensity really just
overpowers the Wolves right now.
There's the word. Thank you, Zach.
Even though it's a 3-point game, it's just, you can tell how they're not giving them any room for mistake.
Really just setting the tone early. And see how the Wolves will react coming out of this timeout. Looks like no changes for either teams.
Borden has it on the wing. She finds a good screen, passes it over to a teammate in the corner. Borden driving in, looks over to Hughes. 10 seconds left to shoot for the Spartans. Finds Noor with an open 3. Shots just off the mark.
Citizen with the easy rebound. Falls right into her lap. Here's Payne. Across the court, passes Sylvia Allen for a long 2. Won't go. She gets her own rebound. Trying to look for the outlet pass. Finds Evans. She drives. A lot of contact there. They move around. They find Citizen in the paint. She lays it up. Doesn't fall, but she'll be sent to the line for 2. And Citizen's first. Just a little short off the front of the iron.
And one of the problems with that very, very aggressive defense from the Spartans is you have to be perfect or else you're going to be fouling so much.
All the intensity and all the stops comes with fouls, and we've seen it. They've already shot 4 from the line, and the 4th will be good, making it only a 2-point game. Looks like Ellie Schneider checked in for
Borden
Misha
deep
Chamberlain.
to Hughes.
Citizen with
pass.
the steal. Kicks it out to Peyton Evans. She dribbles. Stops it short, finds Schneider. She bounces it off her own foot. Really unlucky there, but oh, looks like referee will say it got off number 12's foot too.
I'm not too sure about that either way, but the ref was not very confident in his call. You saw him taking his time when he pointed which possession it was.
Regardless, I'm not going to complain about it. Looks like Sylvie Phillips checked in for the Wolves as well. And
number 2 just giving her no room to breathe, swatting that ball right away and forcing her to dribble it out of bounds. Collins takes it in for the Spartans, now over to Borden. Back to Collins on the wing. 21 puts it up from 3, but her shot's no good.
Evans catches it straight out of the air. Finds the full court pass to Sylvia Allen, but doesn't quite get there in time. Unlucky. Looks like Olea will check in for the Wolves.
Spartans passing back and forth. Borden driving, passes back to Neely. Over to Collins for 3, and her shot's good.
Finally one falls for the Spartans. That's a big 3 there. Here's Sylvia Allen. She doesn't look to slow down. To Evans. She drives. There's a whistle on the floor. Looks like it'll be a foul.
Let's take a look back at Collins' great 3-point shot for the Spartans.
Nothing but net.
Noor has it at the top for the Spartans. 20 seconds left to shoot already. Neely passes it over. Back to Collins from 3 in the corner, but the shot's just off the mark. Noor gets the rebound over to Neely. Borden puts it up in the corner. Her shot's just off the mark.
Sylvia Allen rebounds the ball for the Wolves. You can really see the Spartans are abusing all the space the Wolves are giving them beyond the arc. They're just letting it fly one by one.
Absolutely, and they have a lot of size too, so they're able to take more of those shots and get more of those rebounds.
That was Schneider's quick shot. It looked like it was tipped a little bit. Big foul there. Aaliyah will be sent to the line for 2. And her first, off the back iron. Looks like Misha Chamberlain checked in for Peyton Evans. And the second is good. Cuts the game to a 4-point game.
Spartans take a timeout. Coach Katie Hippa wants to slow things down and regroup. Look at that brand new scoreboard that the Wolves got. First time seeing this on a live video production broadcast.
Not sure if the camera does it too much justice, but it is real nice in person.
Yeah, it's showing lots of great transitions, all kinds of things on there.
And as we take note, the Spartans already have racked up 3 team fouls already.
And this first quarter is winding down very fast. Only a minute 59 left to play here. Neely has it for the Spartans. Passes over to Noor. Borden driving, back to Neely. Over to Collins, a great Hezzy with the shot for 2. Just off the mark, bounces in and out. Borden gets the rebound, puts it back up, won't go. Hughes with the rebound. Sorry, Collins with the rebound. And Neely puts it up for 3. Her shot is just off the mark. The Spartans, they just took like a million shots right there,
Yeah,
but they're getting all those rebounds. So why wouldn't they do it? Especially while they're up 4 points now and they're trying to extend that lead and bury the Wolves.
Right, there's nothing wrong with shooting the ball.
Noor catches the pass, but it's tipped out of bounds by a Wolf. The Spartans will keep possession. Collins inbounds once more. Borden puts it up for 3. Shots just off the mark, and the Wolves finally get the possession back.
Schneider with the rebound, but just quickly double team. Finds Sylvie Allen to escape. And then we reset with Sylvie Phillips. She picks up a dribble early. Tries to find the cut to Schneider. She gets the ball. They need to slow down their offense here and just relax a little.
Only 10 seconds left to shoot, and they haven't had a second to breathe.
Yep. 7 seconds left, and they haven't even taken the ball beyond the arc.
They've had a great job of moving that ball around so there's no steals, but they're just being buried right now.
Schneider tries to find the pass to Alea.
And the pass goes out of bounds once again. 4 seconds left to shoot.
And it looks like the Wolves are checking Camille Citizen and Grace Anderson to end the quarter.
Reed checks in for the Spartans, and she'll take the pass right now. It's tipped off her hands, but she's able to regroup. Reed passes to Borden, driving in the key, and she is fouled while going up for 2. Borden's first free throw is good for the Spartans.
Looks like Peyton Evans was checking for the Wolves.
Her second shot just misses. Spartans giving them no room to breathe. Collins takes the ball and puts it up for 2, and it's good.
Here's Chamberlain trying to look for the pass, finds Evans. Kick it up to Schneider. Back out to Citizen. They're looking for the drive. Citizen takes it herself, dishes it to Schneider in the corner for 3. Just a little off.
Yeah, and the Wolves really need to catch a break right now. They're down 7, and it's not looking too good for them. Game clock winding down to 10 seconds. No shot clock left. Borden has it on the wing. She puts it up for 3. Over 2 defenders. Her shot's just off the mark. At the buzzer, Collins. No good.
I'm not sure the exact numbers, Zach, but they've been shooting 3s left and right out here at the Spartans.
Yeah, they've thrown up quite a few shots already. But they've had so many rebounds, and they got the ball so many times based on defensive turnovers that they're able to put up those shots, and it's not costing them anything.
see the replay of them trying to fight for the rebound, and then number 10 turns and shoots it right away. Great hustle there. Evans trying to complete the pass, but it gets just tipped out of the way.
Neely puts it up from 3 in the corner, and it's good.
There's quick ball movement there, finding her in the corner.
10 seconds into the second quarter, and already a 3 dropped from the Spartans.
Extend the lead to double digits with that one. Here's Evans and
the Wolves have no room to breathe right now.
they find Citizen though. She puts up a shot just a little bit too strong there.
And they have to put up all the shots they can, even if it's not the smartest look. They're gonna put that shot up because they're not able to put too many of them up with this crazy press defense.
Right, you'll never find the perfect opportunity. You need to shoot what you have.
Absolutely. Neely has it, passes back to Borden. Reed puts it up from 3, just off the mark. Neely takes the rebound, passes back to Reed. Now over to Collins, she's driving. Just off the mark, and Borden puts a shot up, and it's good. Another shot for Borden.
Here's Chamberlain, she loses her defender, she drives. Thinks about putting up the shot, but doesn't. Tries to hand it off to Evans, but it gets tipped out of the way. And Allen will inbound the ball for the Wolves. Finds Evans. She tries to find Grace in the paint. She grabs the pass, but the shot won't go. That was a good pass there.
Reed takes the rebound. Spartans have it on the wing. Collins driving in the paint. She puts up a reverse layup, and it's just off the mark.
Almost looked like she stepped out of bounds from up here. They quickly find Citizen. She goes to the rack, and the ball doesn't fall. Chamberlain will grab the rebound. Allen for 3, just won't go.
And they call a foul on Reed from the Spartans. And even though that shot for the Wolves didn't go in, that's the perfect look that they're going to try to get. They're scrambling all around. They finally get a defender, or they finally get a teammate who's somewhat open, so they're going to put up all those shots that they can.
Right, they just battle and battle and battle for whatever they can get.
They're down 12 points right now, but it doesn't truly really feel like it.
Here's Evans. She goes around the arc to find Allen. She kicks it back. She resets her offense. Tries to find Allen.
And Borden gets the steal. She's driving in the paint. Puts up a tough 2, and it's good. She absorbs the contact and finishes through it.
That was a really good layup. Tries to find the full court pass to Grace Anderson, but gets tipped out. She eventually gets it. The ball's all over the place. But it looks like it'll be the Wolves' ball.
Looks like Isabel might have had a chance to save that, but kind of just let it roll out.
Allen looking for the option. She tries to throw it off her defender,
and the
but
inbound is stolen by Collins. She has been all over the court tonight. Reed with a wide open look in the corner. And the freshman's shot is just off the mark.
Evans tries to get the rebound, but it bounces off her knee.
Collins puts up a tough floater, just off the mark again. And the foul is called by Reed, and the Wolves will get possession.
It looks like Ellie Schneider will check in for the Wolves. Here's Schneider trying to break free from her defender, finds Chamberlain. She
Pass is stolen by Collins. She's driving back over to Borden. Driving in the paint, she puts up a good 2. Shot won't go, but they get the rebound. Another one off the mark. Borden's fighting for the ball. Passes it over to Collins, and it's tipped out of bounds. The Spartans will keep possession. And I can see how they have 16 wins. They are all over the place right now, and they're doing it all amazing.
Right, the team is just effective from their side of the court to...
Like, look at that steal right there from Borden, and finishes right there through that contact for 2 points.
Right, what a great two-way player.
The shot for 2 is just off the mark by Hughes. She passes it to 22. Coming close to the half-court line, but she does not step out. Borden driving. Wide open look from 2, and it's good once again. You know, there's 2 players for the Spartans who have been doing everything it looks like right now. But Isabel gets a steal right there. Borden puts up a 3. And it's good. Borden and Collins have been all over the place right now for the Spartans.
Looks like the Wolves will call a timeout. Wolves really need to start closing down and just shutting down all these three-point shots.
Yeah, they haven't scored in probably 8 or 9 minutes of game time.
But I don't doubt that they can come back and fight hard. We've seen it before. It's definitely not impossible.
Yeah, the Spartans did not come around to play. Look at Borden's great wide open 3. No question right there.
Coming out of the timeout, hopefully the Wolves can find a way to
regroup and stop this game from going out of hand. Now it's a very, very uphill battle right now. Spartans have a 19-point lead with 4 minutes left in the second quarter, and they're still full court pressing.
Looks like Wolves are checking Phillips and Olia.
And another forced turnover. The Wolves will step out of bounds. Great defense by Collins. And honestly, it looks like the Spartans are trying to end this game before the half is even over.
Right. Their intensity has been just 100% the whole game. Hasn't slowed down, hasn't stopped once.
Yep, Borden and Collins haven't even subbed out either, and they're still on fire. Collins floats it up. 22 puts up a shot that won't go. Wolves get the rebound, and it's stolen right away. Borden driving and gets another 2-point layup for the Spartans.
Here's Schneider for the Wolves. She finds herself double teamed. Tries to dish it out to Evans, but it gets picked off her.
And Isabel and Collins double teamed together for that steal before the whistle was blown. And the foul was called before the shot was put up. Collins takes the pass and passes over to Hughes. She's able to find a decent shot that won't go, though. Wolves will get the rebound. And it's stolen once again by Collins. And 22 puts up the shot for the Spartans, and Collins is on the assist. She has been all over.
That is really unfortunate. It seems like the last few rebounds has been steals straight away. Wolves really need to do something about it.
Another steal, and it's Isabel.
Maybe I jinxed it. I'm not sure.
Collins puts up a 2, and it's good once again.
The Spartans are really good at capitalizing on these defensive stops and steals. Here's Chamberlain. She drives, takes it for herself. She's double teaming the corner, finds Schneider in the paint, puts up an easy layup for 2.
And the Wolves are finally able to break that scoring drought and get 2 points on the board. Isabel passes to Collins. She's in the corner with a wide open teammate. Borden puts it up from 3. Just off the mark. Wolves get the rebound. And she was very smart to dribble away from the defenders instantly without even thinking, so there was not another steal right there.
They're starting to adapt to the Spartans' style of play.
Collins gets another steal, and I think you jinxed us once again.
Oh, wow.
She does trip. That's a hard fall.
Hard fall. Her leg kind of looks scary there. She got tripped there accidentally, but kind of kicked out a little weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it was a foul called on the Wolves.
Here's a replay of that great layup here. Effortless and easy. Looks like a big substitution for the Wolves. Looks like Anderson, Allen, and Citizen all checked in.
Collins passes it over to Borden, and those are two big names to remember right now. Borden driving in, and she scores another layup for the Spartans.
There's a really tough finish there. Here's Allen, though, trying to drive on the opposite end. She quickly gets double teamed, looking for the outlet option. Finds Anderson. Looks like referee will blow the whistle and foul on the floor.
And the way the Spartans have been moving around and rotating on defense, it looks like it's a 10-on-5. Everybody's getting double teamed, it looks like.
Right. They just move all together so quick.
It's fluid. The team chemistry must be amazing.
Right.
Collins and Isabel will check out for the Spartans.
Here's Citizen. She drives. Ball. She loses the ball for a little bit. Tries to fight her, but Spartans end up getting it.
Borden takes it. She passes it to 22. Now taking their time. Neely puts it up from 3. Excuse me, Hughes puts it up from 3, and it was good.
There's another big shot there for the Spartans. Here's Allen. She dishes the ball. She looks a little frustrated. Here's Schneider trying to lose her defender. Can't get by. Looking for the pass. Finds Allen. She drives. She puts up a shot. Just a little off. They wrestle for the rebound. Looks like it will be a jump ball, and Spartans will have possession.
Neely will check in for Borden, and she's going to give her the first breather she's gotten all night. Minute left in the half for the Wolves to fight back.
And it looks like Evans checked in for the Wolves.
Nor has it on the wing. Passes it back to Hughes. Spartans now taking their time a little. Hughes puts up a 3 that won't go, and the Wolves will just let the ball go out of bounds and take possession.
Just a minute under left of the half. Let's see what the Wolves can do. They try and find Allen there, but the ball's tipped once again. Here's Evans looking for the pass. She just has to take it herself.
Neely looked for a kick right there on the inbound.
Here's Olea for a long 2. Grace gets a rebound, but there's a referee will call a foul. She'll shoot 2 at the line. Little iffy foul there, but I won't complain nonetheless.
It almost looks like the Spartan was boxing out for the rebound.
Right. Awkward situation, but here's Grace's first. And it falls straight in. Great shot from the Wolves.
And the only negative thing that I could say about the Spartans right now is they've been fouling a lot, but they're still not even sent to bonus, and there's only 40 seconds left in the half.
Right. The amount of fouls they have compared to the stops, the fouls are worth it.
Absolutely.
And she will make both of the free throws.
Hughes takes it up for the Spartans. Noor puts it up from 3 in the corner, and the shot's just off the mark. Wolves get the possession back with under 30 seconds left in the half.
Anderson looking for the pass, finds Evans, sets the screen, gives her a lot of space to think. 20 seconds left on the clock. Evans finds Citizen, 4-3, and she knocks it down straight off the glass. That's a big 3 for the Wolves, really sets the momentum.
Huge, huge break right there, finally getting more points back on the board. 5 seconds left to shoot. Hughes has it, over to Neely. 22 puts it up at the buzzer, but the shot is, a whistle is blown before the time expires. And now the refs will have to discuss this one. .8 seconds are on the game clock now. And the Spartans are going to have to inbound this ball very quickly and put up a buzzer beater attempt.
I'm excited to see what they're going to try and do.
The inbound 22 has it at the buzzer, and her shot's just off the mark.
She did get it off in time, though. That was a pretty great shot.
Yeah, very good. But through the first half of action, we were very, very well able to see that the Spartans are overpowering the Wolves right now and giving them no room to breathe. 34 points to 11 points right now, and we'll be back after a 10-minute half.
We've got an interesting halftime for you tonight. We'll be showing some of the recent work from our video production students. We'll see you in a few minutes for the second half.
Hi, my name is Brody Gadberry. I'm a varsity baseball player here at South Kitsap.
Varsity sports at the high school level requires hours of practice almost every day to keep up with the competition. Did you know that baseball requires this level of conditioning? But the hours of work isn't the only important thing. The name on the front of the jersey matters just as much as the name on the back. Baseball is a team sport, not a solo sport. It takes everyone to succeed.
I love baseball. I've been playing it since I was 6 years old. I love connecting with teammates. Baseball has brought me to meeting a whole bunch of great new people, and honestly, I just love it. I love like the bus rides home, like the hour-long bus rides after getting a win.
During the heat of the season, there's only so much time to get better, so every second counts.
We got to go down to the field, warm up, practice for about 2 hours, and after, sometimes we'll go to the gym after, get my workouts in, but during the season I try not to work out too hard. I try and just keep it light, keep it like plyos.
When working to get better, it's all about the work you put in when nobody's looking.
I'm working throughout the whole week, 5 days a week, and then Saturdays I like to take that time to also go to the gym and still put in my work and to try and get better. And honestly, free time is just, during baseball season, it's not really what I have. It's a commitment and it's hard, but you just gotta push through it and do what you can.
This much work can drain your body, so it's very important to make sure you're refueling to stay energized.
I do like take in about 2,000 to 3,000 calories. So after, getting home to my mom's dinner, it's just all I could ever ask for, honestly.
When you're able to compete at this high level, the road doesn't just end at high school.
I'm gonna try and go to Wazoo and take baseball as far as I can. I want to make it to the MLB, but that's everybody's dream, and it's not a promise.
So no matter what you're working at, give it all you have to get better, and eventually your dreams can become reality.
There are hundreds of students at South Kitsap High School, but out of all of them, one stands above the rest. This is Adeline Jump, one of the hardest working students here at SK, who has taken a variety of classes in their time here.
I've taken classes that I've enjoyed, like video production and 3D modeling and animation and Microsoft Office.
Adeline also does a variety of extracurriculars to help them with their academic career.
I'm a teacher assistant to Miss Tierney in one of her beginning 3D modeling and animation classes and one of her Microsoft Office classes. I wanted to gain leadership and skills like that to help me in the future.
But that's enough about what they do in school. What drives them outside the classroom?
In my creative endeavors, I primarily just do it because I enjoy doing that sort of thing, and I just kind of want to put my ideas somewhere, and I just want to do what's fun for me. Outside of that, I also will sometimes just kind of make videos on my own computer, or I'll do art like pixel art or Blender or things like that.
So what is it that drives them in their work to do so much?
Skill growing, or just in general helping, because I enjoy helping people a lot. And so classes, if I can, I just try to help people.
And as for their plans after school?
My main plan is to go to college, since I'm thinking about maybe going into video production in some form, because I've really enjoyed video production, all that has to offer.
All in all, it's clear that Adeline really is a standout student. They work hard with their future in mind, help others just for the sake of it, and make sure that they get their voice out there in their art. They truly are an inspiration to us all. For more information, reach out to one of Adeline's teachers with the info on screen now. If any colleges are looking for a model student, this is who you're looking for.
Our planet is being littered with trash. Let's take a look.
Even small pieces of trash just like these can be harmful to our environment.
If we clean up after ourselves, we can make a difference.
Even if you're going for a walk, it is important that we dispose our items properly.
Every little piece counts.
Let's trash the bad habits and ensure a cleaner future.
I haven't been off that phone in weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I really wish you'd notice me.
Yeah?
You know what? If you don't get off that stupid phone of yours, you're gonna end up all alone.
Right beside you, I stand. Yet you don't seem to notice me. You know, I used to know you. But now all you know is your phone.
Finally done with your phone?
Oh, yeah.
One act of kindness can lead to another. Remember to be kind to others, SK, because it can make someone's day a little bit better.
Why don't you get off that wretched phone?
Oh yeah, today we have a cooking show from a very old from a very young lady, Joanne.
Well, howdy everybody. Today we'll be making one of my least favorite dishes, procrastina stew. Well, anyways, let's start with the first ingredient. 4 cups of students being on their phone during class noodles. Oh, but we can't forget the broth. Being on your phone before bed broth. It's quite a tiring broth. The vegetables are important too. Don't forget blue slips and bad grades. You need those to give it a little bit of a crunch. Well, doesn't that sound like a bitter, disgusting, nasty stew? It almost reminds me of my grandson. My grandson spends more time on his phone than he spends with me. It's almost like he loves his phone more than he even loves me.
Well, that's all you had to see. Have a good day.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready to start the second half. I'm Mateo Ferrer, and joining me in the booth tonight is Zachary Anderson.
Yeah,
so Zach, can I get a little replay of the first half?
Yeah, we're about a minute and a half left until the second half starts, but the first half was kind of just the Spartans overpowering the Wolves, which is sad to say. But the Wolves had no room to breathe, even for just a few seconds. They had a few pretty good shot attempts that they put up, and they went up. But let's take a look at a few replays from earlier in the first half.
That was a great early 3 there for the Spartans. And here's the Wolves. They answer back with 3 of their own later in the half. Boom, straight off the glass.
And those are 2 very good shots from the first half. But like I was saying, the Spartans have just been overpowering right now, and it's been led mostly by Collins and Borden, number 4 and number 10. They've been putting up a lot of great shots. You've heard their name a lot on the broadcast.
Right. The Wolves have we need to get better at closing down space just a little faster, a little stronger. They've had too much room to shoot from beyond the arc.
In those inbounds, the Spartans have been crowding all over the Wolves. They haven't even had a chance to pass the ball back and forth to each other at all. They're barely even passing the ball in, and the Spartans are stealing it and putting it up for 2. But they've put up so many shot attempts, and they've had a lot more missed shots than the Wolves, but they've probably put up 5 times the amount of shots because they've had the ball that much more. They have the room for error.
I'm very excited to see what the Wolves can pull out for the second half. It's an unfortunate margin that they're down behind, but I don't doubt that they can come back.
Yeah, hopefully they can start slow and just get away from that full court press defense. But I can definitely see where the Spartans have got their 16 wins from this year.
Yeah, it's really insane to even hear 16 wins, but you come watch this game and you believe it.
And the Wolves will start with the ball for the second half.
Here's Evans. She drives down the court. Kicks to Allen. She's looking for the option. Hands it off to Evans. She's trying to break through her defender. Finds Grace in the paint. Great pass. She puts up a layup, and it falls in. Great shot there. Really good way to set the momentum for early in the half.
Absolutely. Only 20 seconds into the second half, and whatever the coach talked about, it's probably working already because that was one of the best possessions we've seen all night from the Wolves. Great ball movement by the Spartans, and Collins is driving in the paint. Over to Borden. She puts it up, and a very rare sight for the Spartans is a missed shot right there from Borden.
Here's Allen. Let's see what she'll cook up for the Wolves. Finds Citizen at the top of the arc. She tries to drive, dishes it off to Evans. Evans almost loses the ball, but she regains it. Finds Citizen. No room at all for the Wolves. Oh, she makes room herself off the glass, and it's barely off.
Last touch by a Wolf, and the Spartans will take the ball. You know, even though there was a miss right there, we've still seen 2 great possessions that we weren't seeing as much of in the first half.
Right. Great ball movement. Citizen really was able to create space there, and it was very great.
And Borden passes up to Noor, and she puts up a 2, and it's good.
Spartans don't fry to answer back. Allen and Evans playing a game of pass. Let's see what Allen can do with it. She tries to shake her defender, won't go. Finds Anderson, kicks it back out to Allen, and the 3 is just a little short.
Borden takes the rebound for the Spartans, passes it to Noor. Over to Collins, pass is tipped. Borden will take her time. Hughes now has it, 15 seconds left for the Spartans to shoot. Not too much room, and Noor dribbles out of bounds, and the Wolves will take possession. Great defense right there. What an amazing defensive stop for the Wolves.
Yeah, really good stop there. Gonna set the tone, hopefully, and hopefully pick up their momentum again.
But unfortunately, the Wolves have to go the full length, and the Spartans have not been letting them do that at all.
Right, here's Allen. She chucks up a pass to Anderson, doesn't get it.
Like I was saying, Borden tips that pass. Borden assists it over to Collins, and she puts it up for 2.
Here's Evans trying to figure out how she's gonna get out of this one. Easily finds Allen. Allen to Chamberlain. She drives, kicks it to Anderson. All the way to Citizen. She puts up the open shot just off.
And Reed is fighting for that ball. And the Spartans will take possession. Hughes has it, passes to Borden. She's driving in the paint. Over to Noor, she puts up a good 3. Just off the mark, and the Wolves get the rebound.
Unfortunate pass there. Not exactly what you want to see. The Wolves just need to get it back quick and get a quick stop.
Reed will inbound it for the Spartans. Borden drives the paint, puts up a reverse layup, and it's good.
Spartans still not giving the Wolves any room to breathe. It's really hard to fight out of this. Here's Chamberlain. She's double teamed. The ball's
Collins
picked off
gets
her.
the steal. She's driving, puts up a mid-range 2. Shots just off the mark, and the Wolves will get the rebound.
There's Allen. She tries to slow it down. Unfortunate pass there.
Reed steals it, passes to Collins. She floats it up for 2. Just off the mark, but Reed gets the rebound, and the Spartans still have possession. Noor driving, floats it up. Just off the mark once more. And the foul's called on Collins. as the ball was coming down.
It looks like Phillips will check in for the Wolves. What I was saying earlier, they finally broke through the full court press, yet Allen kind of slowed down and tried looking for the pass. I think she should have taken her herself and drove down the lane. The Wolves will call a timeout, though. Hopefully they can discuss what they need to fix.
Yeah, we've only seen 4 points from the Spartans this half, which is pretty surprising based on their first half, all the stats, all the numbers that they were putting up right then.
Right. Whatever the Wolves talked about during halftime is definitely showing. And here's a replay of that reverse layup. Really good finish for Collins. Here's Evans, she's trying to break free. Finds a pass to Allen.
The pass is tipped. Collins gets a hand on it and knocks it way far out of bounds, but the Wolves will keep possession.
The ball rolls out of the stadium as Evans hustles to get it. Once again, I think they picked up their dribble there too early. I think we could have capitalized a little better there after we finally broke free. Hopefully we can see it here in the inbound. Here's Allen. Finds Anderson. The ball's tipped off. Kind of looked like it slipped, but it was tipped off.
Yeah, Hughes knocked it out, and 19 seconds left for the Wolves to shoot, and they haven't even had a second to breathe.
Here's Evans in the corner. Tries to find the handoff to Chamberlain. They move it around the arc. Finds Citizen. She puts up a tough fadeaway, just barely off the glass.
And Borden's size gets her another rebound. Hughes driving in the paint. Puts up a contested 2.
Right over the rim. Here's Citizen with the rebound. Cheese tries to pass. Almost hits a flute. It'll be the Spartans' ball. Collins tries for 3, but it won't go. And the Wolves once again will. Here's Phillips. She's double teamed. Finds Evans. The cut's not there from Citizen, so Evans takes it herself. They play a game of pass. Here's Evans in the corner. Tries to find Phillips. She hustles and grabs the ball from going out of bounds. Just 14 seconds left. They need something quick.
2 Spartans ready to check in over by the scorer's table.
Here's Allen. She drives. Finds a cut to Citizen. The shot is just off, but that was a really good pass.
Borden floats it up, and Collins will take a shot from 2, and it's good. Jackpot.
Looks like foul was called on Hughes. Allen will inbound the ball for the Wolves. And it looks like Schneider will check in for the Wolves once again. Allen finds Chamberlain. She drives. Creates space from her defender. Tries to find the pass to Schneider. A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, two Wolves were right there to catch that ball, but neither one of them knew which one was going for it. And those are the small possessions right there that are going to bury them even more.
Right. Even though we're not succeeding off these possessions, we can really see the improvement of the Wolves breaking free from the full court press and the double team. We just need to capitalize and find the rim.
Borden overpowering the defender. Puts up a shot that won't go, gets her rebound. Another shot won't go. And she gets almost another rebound.
She juggles the ball midair over all her defenders. Her height is really helping her out. Allen will get the rebound, though. Phillips tries to find the pass to Aaliyah, but just a little bit too hard, too fast. And Spartans will get the ball.
Yeah, Borden's coming in at 6'1", and that height is going to help 9 out of 10 times right there. But don't get me wrong, it's not all the height. It's the pure athleticism and the strength that she has with it.
Right.
The shot from 3, Neely is just off the mark. Borden has it again. She's driving over 2 Wolf defenders and makes it through the contact.
Lays it right in. She makes it look so effortless. Here's Chamberlain. She tries to shake off her defender. The ball's almost tipped off. Tries to lob it up to Schneider. Big hit there.
Oh, lots of contact right there. Looked like pass interference right there.
Wrong sport, Zach. But yeah, no, that was a lot of contact. Hopefully she's okay. Here's Allen inbounding the ball for Wolves. Finds Chamberlain. Almost steps across. The ball's picked off, but the Wolves touched it last.
Just over 2 minutes left of game in the third quarter here. Neely puts up a wide open three in the corner, but it's just off the mark and the Wolves will get possession.
Another rebound for Allen as she takes it up the court. She finds Chamberlain. The pass is just a little off. Another unfortunate turnover. We just need to relax and calm down. I know there's a whole bunch of intensity, but we need to keep our composure.
And that's the good thing about the Spartans getting such a big lead going into half is they have the room to foul. They have the room for error. And they're still up 31 points right now. And the Wolves have no room for error. Nora puts up a mid-range shot that won't go. Borden takes the rebound, passes back to Neely. She puts it up from the corner. Won't go, but Hughes gets the rebound. Whistle is blown. And the foul is called on the Wolves.
Looks like Evans will check in for Schneider. And Citizen, see if she'll make it there in time. She does. She's in there for the substitution. She'll check in for Allen.
Spartans passing the ball back and forth, taking their time. Hughes has it. A three from the top, just off the backboard.
Here's Evans. She takes it down. No room for slowing down. Passes it over to Phillips. She gets the ball back. Puts up a long two. Just a little too strong. Olay gets a rebound. Tries to put up her own shot. Won't go. She grabs a rebound. Tries for another, and it falls just a little too short.
Nor takes a deep pass for the Spartans. Over to Borden. She has it at the top. She'll slow things down. Driving in the paint, and they will call a travel on her. And the great thing about the Spartans' defense right now is they've been transitioning so well that the Wolves just don't have any time to even regroup or think.
Right. They're very quick and agile. And it looks like Grace Anderson will check in for the Wolves.
3 subs for the Spartans.
Citizen breaks free, finds a quick pass to Evans. They take it on, 2-on-3 action. Finds Anderson for the quick jumper, it won't go.
And Collins will fight, she'll take the rebound. Spartans have possession, is a
big block from Citizen. She denies it and sends her straight back to the Spartans.
But they will get the ball back. Collin has it, taking her time. The three from the Spartans, just off the mark. They will get the rebound though. Pass to Isabel is tipped out of bounds by the Wolves, and the Spartans will only have 6 seconds to get the shot off.
Okay, Allen will check right back in for the Wolves. She got her breather. She's ready to come back in and dominate. Here's a replay. No, it's not. I'm sorry.
Spartans put up a quick three. Collins gets the rebound and puts it up in time.
Just only 20 seconds left of the clock. Evans tries to find the pass to Citizen, but it's not there all the way.
Neely puts up a good 2 for the Spartans, and it's good once again. 13 seconds left of third quarter action, and the clock's just winding down and down.
Here's Allen. She's quick on the other end of the court. Tries to put up a shot. Big block from Collins.
Huge play from Collins once again. Collins does not get the shot off in time at the buzzer, and it was no good anyways. But Collins and Borden have been all over for the Spartans, and that's just still staying true.
Defensively, offensively, they've just been back and forth, left and right, on the ball.
Yeah, and the Spartans overall as a whole team have been transitioning so well and playing such a good full court press defense, not giving the Wolves any room at all. And though they were fouling a lot, they still didn't get up to 5 fouls. So they were still making not too many of them. And this is a replay back at Collins' fast break transition two-pointer. And now Borden's two-pointer. Great layup right there. Collins taking that rebound and putting it up once again. Impressive work from the South Kitsap cheerleading squad.
Coming into the fourth quarter, Wolves need something big, and they need it pretty soon. Here's the Spartans, though.
Isabel has it on the wing, passes the Neely in the corner, quick pass to 22, and she puts it up for 2 points. Spartans just hit that 50-point mark, and the fourth quarter just started.
Here's Chamberlain. She dribbles past two defenders, finds Evans, tries to find the pass to Grace Anderson into the paint, but ball slips out of her hands.
Spartans will inbound this. No pressure from the Wolves. Isabel has it on the wing. She passes over to Neely in the corner. Floats it up top, but it's not a good pass. And that pass is tipped. Collins will steal it. Pass back to 22. She puts up a mid-range jumper, and it's good.
Here's Chamberlain. She tries to cut through her defenders, but the ball's picked off her.
No room at all. A steal and a shot, and she's going to go to the free throw line for an and one attempt. The free throw is good, and the and one conversion is successful.
Here's Evans this time. She passes it off to Allen. Citizen sets the screen, tries to roll off. She screams the ball, but they don't see her. Here's Evans. She drives, tries to find Anderson. The ball's tipped once again.
And Reed will take it for the Spartans. They have all the time in the world to kill right now. With over a 40-point lead, Reed puts up a good three-pointer. No question.
Knocks it straight down, only extending the lead even further. See how the Wolves will answer back. Quick pass there to Chamberlain. She shakes her defender off, but it's quickly double-teamed. There's no option in the paint, but Anderson quickly fills in the missing spot. Tries to put up her own shot, but it's a little short off the front of the iron.
Very unfortunate right there. It's one of the best looks that the Wolves will get.
Unfortunately, they couldn't convert. Hopefully, there's still time on the shot clock. Hopefully, they can convert. Here's Evans. Oh, looks like she's poked in the eye. Little unfortunate there. Hopefully, she's okay.
And unfortunately, that's a travel called right there, because the refs did not see the eye poke.
But they are talking about it behind the basketball, so the crowd won't see. And here's a replay here for the quick jump shot from the Spartans. And it looks like the final verdict for the foul is, for the whistle is a foul. And it will be the Wolves' ball.
Not really sure what they could have talked over there, because if you don't see it on the floor, it's kind of hard to call that foul there if you don't know a name for it.
It looks like Schneider will check in for Evans. Hopefully she can rest up okay. Allen looking for the option, finds Schneider. She's looking for the option now. The Spartans are giving them no room to breathe. And the Wolves will call a smart timeout there.
Very, very smart timeout to regroup. The Wolves couldn't even breathe right there. They had no option to pass that ball. She was just going to hold it until that shot clock wind down, it looked like.
And even though Sumner's intensity hasn't stopped to slow down, their fouls have been slowing down too. They only have 1 foul this half, and it's compared to the first half, it's much less.
Yeah, and like we said a few times, we can really see where these 16 wins have come from.
Yeah, this pure intensity, they come in with all this heat, and they can back it up.
Yeah, right now they're up by 45 points right now with only 4 minutes left to play. It would take a miracle for the Wolves to stay in this.
And Allen will inbound the ball for the Wolves. She finds Schneider. The ball's poked out from the Spartans. Allen tries to find Chamberlain, but
inbound is stolen by Isabel and passes over to an open teammate. Isabel has it at the top, taking her time. Now she'll drive up. Great possession in the Euro step for 2 points.
Really good footwork there, and then just the teardrop finish.
Well said.
Here's the Wolves. Looks like Spartans will stop full court pressing. And Chamberlain's fouled on the floor.
And at this point, the Spartans aren't even just trying to win. They're trying to crush the hope from the Wolves. They're up by 47 points right now, and they're still with that full speed intensity, just minus a little bit of that full court pressing.
Right.
Inbound is kicked by Neely, and the Wolves will keep it.
Wolves really struggling once again to just get out and be open. Spartans really giving them no room to breathe. Luckily, they find Chamberlain. She drives. Trying to find the pass to Allen. She gets it off. Here's Schneider now. Allen creates movement in space. Finds Citizen. She puts it up for a long 2. It won't go.
Spartans get the rebound, and Reed takes it up for them.
Looks like Citizen and Chamberlain helped pick the ball off of number 1. Big foul there on Chamberlain. She'll be at the line for 2.
And honestly, as sad as it is to say, I would prefer that foul there because that's a guaranteed 2 points if that shot gets up. But sending it to the free throw line, now you have to make 2 shots consecutively.
Right, that's a smart foul for the Spartans.
But those will start to add up, and they could send the Wolves to bonus if they keep this up.
Chamberlain's first is just off, unlucky. And her second, just off again. They try and fight for the rebound. Looks like it'll be the Wolves' ball, so they do get another chance. Here's Allen. She's looking for the pass. Finds Grace in the corner. She drives. Tries to pivot around her defender, but the ref will call a foul. Maybe she dragged it a little bit. And it looks like Phillips and Aaliyah will check in for the Wolves.
Isabel takes the ball up for the Spartans. Passes over to Reed on the wing. They are they're becoming very, very slow in taking their time with these possessions and winding the clock down as it hits past the 2-minute mark with only 1:45 left to play in this game. Isabel driving in the paint, puts up a shot for 2, and she floats it in.
Here's Chamberlain bringing the ball down. If they want to do something, they got to do it quick. She finds herself on the wing, kicks it to Allen. Allen loses a defender, drives, finds Phillips for the easy layup. And that's 2 points for the Wolves.
Yeah, they really needed that right there. Now Reed will take things up and pass over to Nadea for the Spartans. Taking her time. Isabel has it now. Minute left to play. Spartans put up a deep three, and it won't go. Wolves will take the rebound. Misha Chamberlain has it.
She drives, decides not to take the shot, passes out to Allen. She tries to dish it off to Phillips, but the ball's stolen.
Neely now has it for the Spartans, and she will just let the clock wind down. Now under 40 seconds left of game. Neely puts up a wide open three from the corner.
Schneider tries to grab the rebound, but Spartans rip the ball off her. Nonetheless, the Wolves will retain possession. It was Schneider this time with the ball. She brings it down. Trying to find the option, but she's smothered by number 14. She will get the foul call, though.
Game clock winding down to about 10 seconds left. And it looks like our final score is going to be Sumner 62 and South Kitsap 15.
Schneider tries for the three, but it won't go.
Again, like we were saying, the Spartans just overpowering right there. That's their 17th win of the year, and we can see where it's coming from. Borden and Collins have been playing amazing. All of those Spartans players are. And the Wolves stayed in it for a little bit, but the Spartans just overpowered.
Right, just great intensity coming from the Spartans. We want to thank you for joining us for the South Kitsap High School basketball game, and we'd also like to thank the students of the video production program here at South who made this television program possible.
Again, the final score is Sumner 62 and South Kitsap 15. I'm Zach Anderson, and that's Mateo Ferreira, signing off.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting our athletes, cheer, and fans tonight. Please drive safely. Good night, everybody.